This is Eagle Eyes, my son. He has a passion for World War II history and he loves to go out and share all of that with you. We do the research, we travel, we go out and we find the most amazing World War II history and the locations that you can ever imagine. We work very hard for each and every minute of the videos that you see. So if you could please subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment and watch the videos in full length. It really helps out so much. And then Eagle Eyes can go out and find and share even more history with all of you.
What you're about to see now is one of the greatest islands on the Atlantic wall that we've ever seen.
Yes, Eagle Eyes is 100% right. It is on the Atlantic wall. But I also wanted to say, guys, please watch the video in full. I'm going to nag about it for a month now. The YouTube algorithm is really harsh with us for these days or the last months. And the only way we can get your help to really get through that, please watch the videos in full. Don't skip it down to 3 minutes because all the work that me and Eagle Eyes are doing is just wasted. So that's the only thing I want to say. Now, guys, let's see a absolutely spectacular German fortified island on the Atlantic wall, and you will not believe what we found out there. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. Today, I think we're gonna amaze you. We're gonna see something that I think will be once in a lifetime. So why don't you join us and let's go out and find the past together right now. Me and Eagle Eyes, we are on this fantastic Northern Front road trip that you guys made possible. And we just want to say a huge thank you for keeping us out here. And I just have to say, it's been a true honor to have Eagle Eyes on my side.
Thank you everyone for incredible support.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you.
What can I say? It's been a blast. We are out here. We've traveled several thousand kilometers and we constantly come across incredible explorers. And today is one of them. Hitler ordered to build the Atlantic Wall fortification line, and they did. It stretches from the top of Scandinavia to bottom of France, tens of thousands of structures. And this time, today, you're gonna see one that will absolutely just blow you away. Often when you think about the Atlantic Wall, you think about the Normandy beaches, all of that. Forget about that. This is the real deal. This is so fantastic because the location is everything. And if you take a look here, this is out of this world. We are going to show you a completely fortified island, which is right there. And you can only enter that island at low tide, and that is right now. And if we're lucky, we're going to be able to get back also when it's pretty low tide. So this is an opportunity you just don't want to miss. And if your Eagle Eyes goes faster now, I'm gonna die. He has the stamina for a horse and he keeps forgetting I'm an old grumpy guy. What the heck, where does he get that energy from? This is very special. This is the only path over to this island. Today it's just inhabited by sheep.
Hello sheep.
But this island has got so much to offer when it comes to World War II history. So it's an extension of a larger artillery position, which is further up here. And this was kind of like an outpost that could do even more damage to Allies, aircraft and vessels coming in. And right now, the only way you can enter is this cobble path of rocks, which has been transported from the mountain up there and then put down here so that the German soldiers could come and go in an orderly manner, even though this is actually pretty stressful to walk on, as we have walked for 8 hours earlier today. Yes, you heard right, 8 hours. But we never surrender, and we are here working very hard to bring back amazing history for you to enjoy. So now we're on the island, and this is like a support battery for the massive battery which is behind us here. And you can see several of the videos that we have made from that location. I'll put a link here where it says more. Just click those, watch those in full, and you get a better context of what is going on here. Because this place, as I said before so many times, is thoroughly just amazing. And we're gonna follow the path over here. Okay, suddenly Eagle Eyes turns me to this side and says, look there, what the heck? So this is a auxiliary battery, added on battery for what is already here, as I said. Is that a water reservoir?
I think so.
That's a very strange structure. And that tells you that something is happening out here. Why would that be here if it hadn't been for the German war machine wanting it to be here? Now this thing here is most definitely a piece of the German work that was kind of made here. And there's something on the hillside there, there's something on the hillside there, and there's definitely something going on that hill there. Looks like something hit it. See that? It got a couple of hits actually from something. What is in here? Okay.
I got a hit there.
Haven't got a clue. Is it a furnace or something? What the heck is that thing there? Anyone has a clue? Looks like a couple of burning points there. Maybe it was included in some kind of structure building that we don't see here anymore. Oh yeah, you can see here. There's the frame. There was some kind of barrack or a little house here. All right, but we're gonna first go all the way to that way and work ourselves backwards towards here. What a absolutely incredible location. You see here, that's the water. And here is where it starts to get exciting, because we can see the first traces of some kind of activity. Because if you see here, you can see that pile there. That was never originally a pile. Nature didn't build that.
I can see something.
So they did something massive in the mountainside there. And I wonder what on earth have they done here? That is a huge cutout. Wow. That is a huge, I mean a huge cutout here. What on earth is going on? And then, no, what did they do here? That is massive. That cutout there is just pure massive. And then they have created something. Looks like, what is that? Generator room or? But is there something in the back here? No. Look at all that rock they put kind of in here just to create this little thing here. Why did they cut out the mountain so much? Little base. Maybe this was preparation for a barrack, and they would have a generator running here, and then they never kind of finished it. Or they could have. For all I know, maybe there was a barrack in there. That is just wild to see that huge cutout in the mountain, because that was unnecessary if they wanted to build just that. But I guess they had other plans for this position right here. Interesting, another one of the large cutouts. And I'm tempted to say that what they wanted to do or did was this. Yeah, I think they actually hid a barrack in here. And then, wow, something's on the top there. And I can just about see that something happened over there. So I think we go over there first. Remember the bottles, Eagle Eyes? Remember the bottles the other day? We were walking in a similar situation. And we had to go out when the tide was kind of down. And then we found a couple of German wine bottles down where the low tide is. And we bought them. I'm actually going to give them to all of you kind people, because if you are a Patreon team member, take a look at this. That, my friend, is a German WWII S-Mine display, and we create and give them away to our Patreon team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our Patreon team members. If you want to check out how to become a Patreon team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. just click that. Then you click the link for the Patreon, and then you'll see how you can become a Patreon team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. Yeah, we pass it on to you, so thank you each and every Patreon team member for being out there for us. We thank you from the bottom of our heart, especially me as a dad, being able to bring my son Eagle Eyes out here and learn from this. And so appreciate it. So thank you to each and every one of our Patreon team members. And Eagle Eyes said there's something here, and I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Is that a tunnel, Eagle Eyes?
Oh,
That is one massive tunnel. Let's check this out. You know, I use an expression often. You gotta be kidding me. And you really have to be kidding me. What the heck did they do here? What is going on this island?
that's mud or sand. What is it?
No, it's flooded, completely flooded. That is insanely long. Can I see with your flashlight, Eagle Eyes, how far that goes in? You. Feels like it's pretty long. Can you get it to shine in there? You. That is crazy. That is so flooded. No, you cannot go in there. It's up to your ankles. That's a shame. What the heck are they thinking about here? See here, they created this road here, all the way out in no man's land on an island. The Germans went ahead and said, let's fortify the whole thing. And I can see a position up there, but we're going to continue a little bit further in here. But am I seeing another tunnel, Eagle Eyes, to the right there? I think I do. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. And I guess that is flooded as well. And please don't nag me about wearing, you know, waders and all of that. We cannot carry too many things every time we go up because this is like kilometers away. So it's heavy enough with food and the camera gear and all of that stuff.
I see water.
Can you use the flashlight to see in there? Just go in the, don't go in the low end there because it's so wet. No, that's definitely flooded. Yoo. That is crazy big. That is crazy big if you ask me. All right, we have decided that we're gonna go a bit up into the terrain now. See if we can find the different features. But holy smokes, somebody tell me, what on earth did the Germans plan here? That's a lot of work. That cave is a lot. You got it. I'm seeing another cave, Eagle Eyes. Ha! I'm not gonna say it. Oh, wow. That's another cave, Eagle Eyes. That's higher up. Maybe that one is dry. Wow. These are either shelters or they could be storages. Maybe they are planned storages that they wanted to put here, you know, for future things, for the huge gun battery. That is from a bunker oven, actually. Wow. This place is really starting to show some muscle. You can see some concrete pieces there. Please let it be dry. Even steps, you can see that? There are steps going up into the terrain. Nope. I see a lot of green, yummy stuff. I need your flashlight again. This is absolutely out of this world. You.
I'm coming.
I think it's actually shut. But if I can have your flashlight for a little second.
Water again.
That goes very deep. And again, that's too deep for our boots. That's
Water
just
really
what it
hates
is.
us today.
Water hates us today. But I saw a step up the hillside, so let's choose that.
Okay.
Again, all I can say is wow. I was hoping to find that battle position that we saw. Concrete here. I think we just passed that bubble position, but you can see we're definitely coming up into the terrain and more. There's a freaking road coming up here. I think I see another tunnel. I never expected this place to have so many features, and not to say roads and tunnels. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna follow Eagle Eyes. He's on the top here. Haha. What is in that hole there? They actually had a gun here, and then they removed the whole complete setup of the gun. What the heck? Holy cow. Is that a tunnel? That's a tunnel I saw from below. That is insanely steep.
From below.
I did see an entrance on the other side. And that is insanely steep. But let's check out here. This is a artillery gun position. And right there, that was the base. And after the war, someone chiseled that out and just completely removed the whole base. All you can see down there are some rubble, some scrap iron, but it used to be a gun position. I'm not 100% sure. Could be 10.5 centimeter guns, and then the situation would look something like this. Yeah, and that crew would be very motivated, very drilled in doing just one task: to fire artillery shells out there as quick as possible, in conjunction with the firing solution that came from the firing control bunker, which we think is over there with some insanely cool metal turrets. So that's definitely going to be one of the targets for today. It's almost incomprehensible to see how much effort that was put into this little island. I can see a barrack foundation there. I can see a position there. I can see a fighting position right there. I can see another position there. And let me see if I can get you all the way there. And if you see right there, I think it's a tunnel, and there are some strange turrets on the top of that mountain. Holy moly, what kind of place is this? And I'm gonna answer it by myself. It's a magical place, and only once in my life I've seen two beaches meeting up like that, and that was in Thailand once on a holiday. So what, this is so incredible beautiful. You can see here for yourself, it's a road. Yeah. We're gonna go there when you come back. We're gonna go this way first. He just spotted a twin tunnel. I wish I was at Eagle Eyes' age. That would be so easy. I could rush up and down the mountains like a mountain goat. I could eat some grass and I could sleep out every night and go and look for bunkers. No, I'm proud of Eagle Eyes. And all of you guys out there, you should know one thing. You are a great inspiration for Eagle Eyes. He is so eager to go out here and share with you. And that's because you give him great comments, positive feedback. And every time I say people are supporting us, he just lights up and say, "Daddy, I'm so happy we can go out and do more." And yes, we can because of you people. And I thank you for that. I think this is another gun position. And if that's a tunnel, I'm gonna cry. That's another tunnel. Holy cow, that's steep. There's another tunnel here that is very, very, very steep. I don't believe we can actually go down that steep tunnel. Holy cow, they are crazy. But here you can see maybe observation post. You have definitely a gun position right there. And when I see out there, I can actually even see a bunker. But we have the tides to think about, the low and high tide as I mentioned. So I'm not sure whether we will be able to go out. That's the second island you have to cross. And it looks a bit too wet, to be honest. Holy heck. No, we cannot. We cannot go out there because the tide is actually starting to come in. I can see it. And that's going to be filled up within half an hour or something. Wow, you can see it? There's a battery over there. Artillery battery. Oh my goodness. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see here that this is absolutely a spectacular place. And for each and every meter we step and walk, I'm just amazed. Absolutely just amazed. And this tunnel that you see down there, I think it's going to be absolutely too steep and dangerous, but I'm going to walk over there and check it out. Definitely not. I just checked it out. That is one of the steepest tunnels that I've ever seen, and there's no chance that we're going to do that. So we are going to go down to the fire and control steel turret hill because that looks very, very interesting. But so far, this place is totally crazy and I just love it. Eagle Eye is having a little something. But as we are sitting on this German-made World War II road, I promised that when we left, I would do something special for all of you who help us out on the Super Thanks feature. That is this feature here. That is absolutely your possibility to help us out to reach more targets, to let us have some fuel into the fuel tank, go out and just kill it and find more exciting positions. I promised that for all of you who'd helped us out a little bit before we left, I said I'll bring you with me and in a very special way and I'll make you historical. And this is the way. You supported us on the Super Thanks feature specifically for this Northern Front road trip, and each and every one of you on this list, you were in there for us, and now we are out there for you, and you are now historical. And I have to say, it is a true honor and pleasure to know that you are actually, you're kind of here with us. I just don't know what to say. It's like a absolutely total honor to know that you are so kind to help me and Eagle Eyes to go out and find history and share history.
Thank you everybody for your awesome support.
Absolutely, thank you for your awesome support, and you know who you are, and we say thank you once again for showing your support and letting us go out here into the wilderness and share history in a very special way.
Thank you everybody so much.
Absolutely. So this is actually the main reason why we came here, that you see over there.
Bridge.
There is something really, really interesting in the mountainside there, and you can actually even see it from Google Earth. And this is an observation that Eagle Eyes did. We knew about everything else except from this place here. So Eagle Eyes does his own research, he does his own, he reads up on everything. And in the end, I'm just kind of like a paying taxi customer following him. I'm just kidding. I just have to say, thumbs up to you, Eagle Eyes, because you really do a good job. And he said, Daddy, there's something strange here with the, you know, the connection between these two sand things. And then he saw that and he said, wow, there's something on top of the mountain. And wow, you were so clever. Yeah, there's a tunnel as well. Wow, I almost feel a bit intimidated here. When you see that hole in the mountain, you know how important that was for the Germans. You can see here, all of this is a result of getting that rock out of the mountain. And you just know that this place was so important for the Germans. Come on, Eagle Eyes, let's hope that that one isn't flooded, huh? That would be so cool. Finally, seems like this thing here is open, and seems like there are it isn't filled with water. I can definitely feel what is that? That is a shooting position. What the heck? Someone painted yellow and blue. Oh, wow. Woo-hoo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you call a tunnel.
Tunnel!
Holy moly, why did they decide to create such a massive tunnel here? We have to take a photo. It's always very nice to come to positions like this and you suddenly realize that the Germans went bananas. What are you talking about? Are you seeing this, Eagle Eyes?
Oh, that's up to the commando bunker.
Staircase, but guess what? And that's a boiler for food, an old boiler, military boiler. Why don't we go in here first then?
Yes, that's what I said.
Let me see her. Let me see her. Huge cutout. What? Oh, it's just a kind of shut room.
But then we have something going on.
Is that shut?
Yes.
What? That is concrete in the end. Why is that shut there? Maybe that's shut from the outside for a reason. But holy moly, what an insane tunnel system here. And it seems like they really plan to do a lot of things here. And then you start to wonder, this is just a tiny little island as you saw. Step over at low tide. How the heck did they get all this stuff out here?
They said something there.
Oh, what is that? What the heck is that?
I can't enter.
What is that?
What's that?
Let me see.
It's a room.
Wow.
What does it see? What do you see?
Why is there a room under here? That is crazy. So you have to be very careful so you don't fall into that. And this looks like to be original wood. I haven't got a clue. These are cable trenches that they were supposed to run cables in. And they all look original with the wood and everything.
Attack.
Oh, wow. Ah, that is such a surprise. Okay, we had to change setting of the camera so that, oh, this is very slippery. Be very careful, guys. Can you feel it? And look at these stairs here. That is pure danger. So be very, holy cow.
Can I see?
It is almost unbelievable to see what they did here. And be very, very, very careful. And just go just behind me, please, because this is so narrow. So, oh my. I told you there would be something cool here.
More!
In the mountainside.
More!
Be careful. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. It is pure magic. Look at the wood there. That's been there all the time since they built it. That is crazy. And the smoothness of the stairs here, that is amazing.
Yeah, these look like they were made yesterday.
I don't believe my eyes.
Holy cow.
Who would have guessed this huge bunker here? But listen, Eagle Eyes, you have to be very careful here. These holes could go down several meters. So, what the heck did they build? Oh, wow. The cupola. The metal cupola. And see, you know, this is a huge fire and control bunker, but you have to be extremely careful, Eagle Eyes, okay?
Is this the main one?
I didn't think they could build such a huge thing under here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why is that orange? Someone has got to be kidding me. I have to be dreaming, because I really don't know how is it possible that this tiny little island has this totally crazy bunker system. I don't believe, I've never seen this layout before. Never seen this layout before. And I haven't even got a clue what type of bunker this is.
What's the name?
You be very careful, don't go backwards there, okay? I'm warning you, be careful. Wow, can you see what I can see in the cupola? Can you see the degrees? I'm going to do something now. I'm going to do something now. I'm going to zoom in, and I hope that they will see the degree on there. Can you see that?
200,
300, 310, 320, 290. It's not the milliradians, but it's actually the degrees 360. Let's see if it stops at 360. Yeah, and then it starts 10, 20, 30. Wow. And there's another one there. Oh, what?
Wait, how did you get up there?
I think they had some kind of wooden ladder or something. And I'm not gonna be the one who tried to go up there because that doesn't look good. And I have bad experience with rotten wood. Wow.
Wait, how did you get to that one?
See, the openings, they're open. That is heavy duty metal.
Wait, let's take a look at the roof.
I'm blown away. I'm just blown away. We thought there would be a tiny, small little something up here. And then you have this massive. What is in here, you guys?
That's where it came from.
Oh, that's the stairs?
Yeah.
How do you keep track of this? Directional cables and cable boxes. Hold this, Elias. Hold that.
Okay.
Hold that.
What's that?
I want to see what that is. Okay. Hidden secret. Okay. So this is definitely outside then. Wow. This is where they prepared the food.
Cool.
That is such a treat to see. And now you can get a clue of what happened here. They stayed here. This is basically their kitchen. You are absolutely kidding me. Hold that, Eagle Eyes, please.
Okay. Oh, that is so hot.
Oh, this is for the food containers. This is the lids for the soup containers. You see that? There should be some huge soup containers around here. And inside here, they maybe used coal or firewood to get this started. Wow. Amazing stuff.
Wait, where's the sink?
I haven't got a clue. Let's see in this room here. You never know what you're going to find, and that is for sure when it comes to bunkers. What is that? This is another area. Now this is the shutter. This is where they keep you out, but the whole shutter is gone, and that is the opening. Yeah, there's no shutter. There should be a steel shutter here. And that's a huge piece of coal. You see that? That's a huge piece of coal. And the valve there can be changed by the handle. Wow. Some sign of modern activity, I can say that, but holy moly. I don't even know where to start by describing this thing, but that huge cupola area there, that is bonkers. And the kitchen, never ever seen anything like that, because that is very, very rare. Where are you going, Eagle Eyes? Okay, have to be very careful here, or it's not that deep.
Oh, that's blue.
Let's go on to the top and see if we can see the cupola and everything from the top side there. The camo, yeah, that's a huge piece of coal, and they use that to heat the ovens and cook food on. Wow, the camo webbing is still hanging here. That is out of this world.
Amazing.
Amazing place,
Wow.
amazing grace. You can't see this from mainland. No way. You can see all of that. I think they planned on making a road over there with all of that they took out from the mountainside. That's a lot. And then you come onto the top here. You decide, or you find out that, holy cow, did they do a lot of special work here.
Wow.
Ventilation shaft, And these are the cupolas. And I think now this must have worked in conjunction with the other one, you understand? I think these guys helped out with the other fire control bunker. Where is that?
That's wow, first time the emergency.
Yeah, you can actually see out the emergency exit. Normally they are filled with stuff. And to see that, I think this, oh, I get it. This is a rangefinder turret, for God's sake.
Oh yeah!
It's a rangefinder turret. It's
You
just,
said it.
yeah, that's, now I finally get it. This is a rangefinder, and this is the observation turret and all of that. But definitely, if I go like this, I think we're gonna be able to see inside the turret. How cool is that?
You sit
This
there.
is where you could go up. And the rangefinder, very important tool for the artillery crews. And you can see there's a cogwheel there. They twisted this and zzz, zzz, all of this turned. And the rangefinder was a way to look out with the stereoscopic tool. And then you decided how far away the vessel was, at what degrees, and then a lot of calculations, and they put that into the artillery gun calculators. Yes, you heard right, calculators. And they used that to determine the precise position and everything, and then they loaded up the right shell, and then it was just a matter of boom, firing it up there.
This is a result of our research and your support.
Yes, that is the result, and let me tell you a little bit more about that. But first, guys, if you want to help me and Eagle Eyes to go out and find and share incredible stories like this, you know, we have a couple of features. You saw that how to become a Patreon team member if you wanted to. You can also help us out with a little donation on the super thanks thing here. It is very simple, and it's a way for you to help us to get some gas into the tank of the camper van and go out and find these amazing places that you saw. And you saw, if you are a Patreon team member, you can find that link under there where it said more. We give away every month beautiful World War II artifacts to our supporters, and that includes super thanks and PayPal donors. So if you want to make a PayPal donation, you take part in these draws. And you can find our PayPal link here where it says more. Just click that, and then you click that link for the PayPal donation. And every month you can see at the beginning of each month the supporter videos of who will be the future keeper of some great artifacts. And I can promise you, you will then have a piece of the history that we share together on this channel. But guys, we are going to share more fantastic stories from this region because it has so many incredible surprises, and we will bring you to places that you probably have never seen. This is on the Atlantic Wall, absolutely incredible build from the bottom of France to the top of Scandinavia with thousands of structures, and we will bring you to many more places. Just very quickly here, thank you to these special people here. Really helps out so much that we can go out and share that, and we encourage a lot more of you to help us with some donations so we can really gear it up and go out and find and share incredible moments. All right, thanks enough from me now. Please stay safe, keep smiling, and you know, before you can blink, we will be out there with a new story. And remember, guys, history is actually everywhere. So all you have to do is to go out and find yours. And if you want to share moments with us here, be our guest. We welcome you, each and every one of you. All right, stay safe, and bye-bye.